Welcome back, friends, to the shop. In today's video, we're going to be starting our long-term large fuel storage plan. My goal ultimately is to have 500 gallons of off-road diesel, 500 gallons of non-ethanol fuel before the winter comes. We're going to be working on the diesel tank today, so we'll pull it out. We'll get it painted today. You'll find out what color I decided on and go through all the electrical pumps and get all that stuff and hopefully get it all wrapped up today. And then on the next video, we'll build the big timber cribbing base for it. But let's start by degreasing and pressure washing and prepping for paint. Forks are not quite long enough. Before I degrease the tank, we'll get all these stickers and everything off and find out what in the world's going on here. We got a chain. What's that all about? Might be a remote valve. If this was elevated, would that be the case where you could pull it open? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's just a valve. Drain valve. Why is there a chain on it? That's bizarre. Can't see any reason why we'd need that. China. Useless. Absolutely useless. Trash. Jet. That's not even a bad... Oh, goodness. Well, the day wouldn't be complete if I didn't spill some petroleum product. It is as it should be. Good grief, what kind of chain is that? It's just a little guy. Before we degrease it, typically knock off there's a bunch of mud and sludge over there. We'll knock off that heavy stuff. Then we'll put our degreaser on. Oh, need a tip. Actually, the forklift's not working very good for this. I can't get to the back side and the bottom. I'm gonna go grab the cat. We'll just pick it from the top. That way I can get all three sides. That might even be better for taking it inside and painting it. That way I won't have to worry about painting around the forks. Yeah, let's do that. Battery's dead. I left the dome light on. Mrs. W told me it was on the other night and I forgot to turn it off. Lucy, shut up, you retard. Wow. 1,000 amps here is not enough to Start a cat. Let me try my other one, see if that works. That's very surprising that this little guy would do it, but the expensive NoCo at twice its price would not do it. I bought this fuel tank off of Craigslist. The guy told me it was really clean inside. You never really know with this stuff, but I am certainly gonna drain this, not put any dodgy fuel in one of these tier 3, tier 4 diesel engines. They're pretty sensitive to dirty diesel. Oh, that's not good. We'll of course put a goldenrod filter on here, maybe 2. Oh, that's terrible. I think I'm gonna need a bigger pan. There might be more diesel fuel in there than I thought. I'm gonna grab my waste barrel and just bring it over here. We'll just go right into it. You guys know my track record with petroleum products. This 55-gallon barrel is my waste oil drum. My neighbor is a dairy farmer, and he has a furnace that uses waste engine oil for heating. So I said, hey, bring me one of your empty barrels and I'll gather all the fuel for you and you can use that. So I think a little bit of this isn't gonna hurt too much. I just realized there's a drain on the bottom. I think we take that out. I want to get as much of that old diesel out of there as possible. Hello, baby.
Are you ready?
Well, no, we've got to clean it before we paint it. But I promise, when I start painting, I'll let you know and you can come help. Come on over and see what I'm doing. Now, don't touch this. This is diesel fuel, but it's old and dirty, so we're draining it out. And we'll put new, clean diesel in.
Why?
Well, because we don't want the old diesel can mess up the engine on our tractors.
Oh.
You see how brown and dirty it is?
Yeah. It's almost like paint.
It is almost like paint. Do you smell it?
Yeah, what does it smell like?
That's the smell of diesel.
Yeah. And even your dirty tractor.
That tractor's not dirty. I keep it clean.
Oh, sometimes you wash it when it's dirty.
I do. How many miles you guys doing today?
84?
84?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same as yesterday?
Yeah. Light day.
That is the last of it. You know, actually, for a used tank, the diesel's in pretty good condition. There was very little, small amount of water in it. And I left the sediment in here, so we'll see everything that came out of it. Seems thick. Couple little flakes of rust, but that's the water right there. That's not too bad. I'd say all in all, that's actually quite good. Pro tip when it comes to 55-gallon barrels. Now, the two openings on the top, they're called bungs, and they have a rubber seal on there. If you're going to leave your waste oil barrels outside, this will fill up with water, and if you don't tighten these up, the water will go inside and contaminate your waste oil. And the waste oil guys do not like that. So make sure that you tighten that up if that's going to be left outside. For degreasing, Dawn is about as good as it gets, just the detergent. I think that's what they use for oil spills cleaning the sea otters, if I remember right. The Exxon Valdez, and they clean the sea otters with Dawn. It got all oily. Sea otters, if you didn't know, have the densest fur of any animal. It's incredible. They can withstand tremendous cold. I have a friend that works, or used to work at a zoo, and she was in charge of, I think, fundraising and such. And you know, zoos are always needing more money. And so she said, whenever they needed to raise money, they'd put the sea otters out. Pictures, videos, everyone loves sea otters. And so they always met their funding goals when they paraded the sea otters out. You know, we have otters. We don't have sea otters, but we have freshwater otters. I saw one running right across the field the other day. It had the strangest gait. You know how they run. I thought, what in the world is that thing? And it was an otter. They have a little den in the river down there. I've been thinking about setting up a camera, if I could get internet out there, do a 24-hour sea otter live stream. That would be kind of fun. Now, when you're washing, I can't tell you how many young guys have never learned how to wash a car and work with soap, right? You don't soap up everything. If the soap dries, then it doesn't rinse off very well. You want to rinse it off when it's wet. So if you're working out where it's hot like this, wash small sections. And this is true for your car or truck as well. Pick out one body panel, wash a door, wash a fender, have your water ready, and then rinse it off, and then repeat. We have got some sort of a really nasty caked on grease here. We'll use a little heavy duty cleaner. Well, friends, that looks pretty good. This thing was pretty greasy. I had to wash it 3 times to really get all the oil off of it, but it's pretty clean now. A paint job is only as good as what's underneath of it, only as good as the prep. Paint doesn't hide anything. It actually magnifies how bad what's underneath. So I'm not worried about that. We're not painting cars here today, but we wanted the paint to stick, because paint does not stick to dirt. Let's take it inside, set it by the stove. We'll go over one last time with some paint thinner, and then it'll be prepped for paint, and that paint will last a long time provided we use a high quality paint.